Hey, what's up guys? Min City here back in with another video, and today we are taking a look at Stormbound. Now, what is Stormbound? This is a card game available on the App Store. The link to the game will be in the description down below for iOS as well as for Android if it's available on Android. Now, first and foremost, what sets this card game apart from the multitude of card games on the App Store or on mobile in general? This is kind of a board game slash card game. So this is a multiplayer only venture. There is a campaign and some single player content, but the multiplayer is where you're going to be spending a bulk of your time. Now, what do I mean by board game mixed with like a TCG-ish type game? So where you place your cards or your units, cards are represented by units or structures. Wherever you place those on a grid, there's a grid-like board where you're at the bottom with your kingdom and your opponent is at the top with their kingdom or their fortress. Where you place your units is just as important as choosing what card to play. So with units, they have their maneuverability is varies. So some units will be able to move multiple spaces at a time, or they'll be quicker than other units, and other units will be beefier and slower, stuff like that. And your units will constantly push a battle line up and down according to your enemy's movements as well. Up, and the farther they push the battle line up, or the farther they move up towards the fortress, the farther up you can place your cards on that grid. And so your opponent's going to try to defend your advances and vice versa. Now with structures, those can beef up your units or just serve as a buffer from your enemy's units, and they have to take down that structure before they continue to advance. So it's very interesting. It kind of feels like a little bit of chess, I don't know. A board game, so to speak. So it's a really good blend of mechanics. It's very unique. There's not a lot like this on the App Store, and it's very clean. I really do like the art style and the sound design. It's very unique. But here is my main gripe with the game, is the monetization. Now, in other card games, usually the hard part or the greedy part with card games is that you have to gamble and try to open up a bunch of packs to get the cards you want. But at least when you get the card that you want, if your opponent has that same card, they're both identical. When you play that card, and if he was to play that card as well, they'd be identical and you wouldn't feel gypped. In this one, it's just like Clash of Clans, where if you get multiple copies of a card, you can level it up and beef it up, and it'll have different stats and better stats than if your opponent didn't have those multiple copies. So that kind of sucks. I don't really like that part of this game. You will face people who have more powered up units than yours, even though yours is the exact same card. It's just that you haven't been playing as long or paying as much money. And so it is pay to win at its core, but it's not super aggressive. It usually tries to put you against people of a similar deck power, I should say, or like someone who has the same amount of cards as you do. But you will kind of run into it just like in Clash of Clans, where someone's a little bit more beefed up than you and there's not much you can do about it. So just keep that in mind. But I do suggest, if you're kind of bored of the normal card game formula and you're just like, I just want something to spice it up, this is definitely a good option for you. But let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section down below. I'm very interested. What's your favorite TCG on the App Store? What do you think is the most unique card game on the App Store? Let me know. Please leave a like and pop us up if you guys are new or you enjoy mobile gaming content, because that's all I make on this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and take it easy.